Are you an ADA or Cardano native token holder? Does more tier 1 central exchange listings and institutional investment sound good to you? Would you prefer 4 to 7% APY instead of 3.5% for your staked ADA? Well, keep watching to find out more. Last year, the iagon team shared their plan to seek fireblocks integration for the whole entire Cardano ecosystem. They chose this option instead of only acquiring integration for just the iagon project. This integration would grant ADA and all Cardano native tokens the ability to be used by organizations such as Revolut, BNY Mellon, Coinbase, Crypto.com, Binance US, banks, fintechs, funds, and treasuries. These organizations all rely on fireblocks as their operational backbone. Here are the facts. The team stated that they will be seeking this integration for the whole Cardano ecosystem regardless. However, they stated that some financial reimbursement would lighten the load, considering one native token is paying for the whole ecosystem for something that benefits everyone profoundly. Following this, the iagon team received verbal agreements from both Charles Hoskinson in a recorded video where he was celebrating iagon, and Sneck, who received treasury funding for tier 1 exchange integrations. A little extra note from Charles' video was that he stated members of the Pent had reached out to Fireblocks prior to iagon seeking a Cardano integration. However, the Fireblocks team weren't interested. Throughout the last few months, the iagon team have been working with Fireblocks to get the integration done, with Michael.Ada from the Cardano Foundation present to make sure that it's all up to standard, and a strong pushing from the Intersect team to the other members of the Pentad to get it done. Since then, the Pentad has voted against the reimbursement to the iagon team for integrating the whole Cardano ecosystem with Fireblocks. The Cardrama. I've tried to keep this video as factual as possible and will not go into the drama any further. However, I will state that many people in important roles have simply been spreading FUD and lies, so please be careful. Spend the extra time to fact check comments before forming a strong opinion and attacking someone online. Something I've learned during my time investing in iagon is that Nav doesn't comment on something unless he has receipts, which can't be said for people I've been alluding to before. Where to from here? So now that the dust has settled, the iagon team has released some news that they will again be supporting the ecosystem by using the services of another Cardano project, Fluid Tokens, to acquire a loan from the community. iagon is seeking a total loan of 6 million ADA at an average 5.5% APY for 2 years maximum, but anticipated to be paid within 1 year. This loan is to be used to pay for ecosystem integration for Fireblocks and expansion and legal restructuring for the iagon team. The key detail for this loan is that the iagon team will be taking the funds from their team allocation to provide collateral for the loan, and that there will be no liquidation event unless the loan isn't repaid within the 2-year timeframe. Hey Cardano holder, I encourage all ADA and CNT holders to block out the noise, ignore what some figures in this space are saying, do some research, truly understand what this means for the whole entire ecosystem, and make your own decision. As an ADA or Cardano native holder participating in this loan, you will reap the benefits of the fast-tracked institutional investments and exchange listings, and you will receive higher returns on average than staking. So to summarize, by providing ADA to this loan, you will receive higher returns than you would staking. You will also fast-track institutional investments and exchange listings for all of the Cardano ecosystem with no risk to your ADA. Sounds like a no-brainer to me. The hidden alpha for iagon holders. I made a comment in the iagon Discord that highlights the ultra bullish nature of this loan. So let me get this right. The team who are under an NDA for a large project integration have sought a loan collateralized by their own team funding to advance the project. If that's not commitment, dedication, and conviction, I don't know what is. This is the opposite of a rug. The team doesn't just have skin in the game, they now have leverage skin in the game, meaning more is on the line from more now than ever. Seems bullish to me. My final point. People like to point out that I'm biased. This is true. My name is Argonaut Manny. However, I believe if you read the details of this loan, cancel out the noise, and do your own research, you will see the incredible value that this provides you directly from the loan and indirectly from the integration for the whole ecosystem. Charles recently spoke about how we have all of this infrastructure here or on the way, but we're lacking reasons for people to come visit. Well, let's remind him of this advice that he provided and not hinder the infrastructure or the use case. I hope everyone can decide against cutting their nose to spite their own face. I'm bullish on iagon. I know they'll succeed regardless. They stop at nothing. I hope you've learned something in this video and have found it beneficial. Please follow me on X and subscribe to me on YouTube. And if you have any feedback or questions, drop a comment and show some support with a like. Thanks. I'll see you for the next one.